From Archival and Requisition Department to Commander Abraham Terra. Your request for tangible evidence of the Ark incident 50 years ago produced very little results. Your predecessor was quite full in listing the cover-up operation. However, Professor Gerald personal diary managed to survive. Ironically, we have Dr. Eggman to thank for finding it at all. This journal was recovered during the investigation of Dr. Eggman's stronghold for an latest incident with the Ark. Unfortunately, time and tragedy have not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains of the original book. I'm afraid there's no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged or redacted elements. It's a pity, as I would have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Regards, T. Topaz. What secrets does this book hold? Do I even dare to find out? With a request on the Commander Abraham. I have to. Let's see this thing through. Entry 42. I take great pride in my research and discoveries. Few men are labeled as genius in their own time, but nothing compares to my pride in my boys. And they both graduated some cum laude, and in record time, no less. They have their documents in no time. It seems my passions for archaeology and robotics are split between them. But I guess that's what makes them chips of the old block. Oh! I cannot wait to see what boons they bring to the world. Entry 162. I cannot believe how much time has passed. It feels like yesterday I was celebrating my boys becoming now, and now I'm a grandfather. Her name is Maria, and she is perfect in every way. She brings a smile to everyone's face, and everyone falls in love with her the moment they lay eyes on her. If nothing else, she is my legacy. Everything I do from this day forward, I'll do for her. Entry 170. I deciphered the engravings on an ancient ring I found on a previous dig in the mystic jungle, and calculated the location of a fine paradise. I went alone to verify my findings, and was rewarded with the spectacle of an angelic island. The island was vast, lush, and hosted a number of biomes in close vicinity to each other. I believe I could see an entire floating city at one point. Most majestic of all was a shrine devoted to what appeared to be a massive Chaos Emerald. Could this be the legendary Master Emerald? I did not approach or overstray my welcome. As much as I wanted to explore every inch of the island, I felt it was a secret land. Just setting foot on its soil felt taboo. I don't know if any civilization remains. The land is vast and my stay was brief, but the majesty of that emerald and that shrine will stay with me for the rest of my life. Entry 185. I'm about to embark on the most ambitious project of my life. The Earth's first orbital space colony would be the ninth wonder of the world. It would be a piece of science, researching all manner of ways to improve our home below. Seeing as it's a vessel meant to preserve life amid the harnesses of space, I christened it the Ark. It shall be a vessel on the value of life and peace to next generation. And while most of the mercury structure will be hidden within the praised planetoid, I may have gone a little self-indulgent in the design. Oh, the only real concern is the source of the funding. While the United States Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from guns. I have no illusions about what they want, but I'm building the Ark to save life, not end it. While I have my concerns, I am a genius, so I'm sure I'll figure out something when the time comes. Entry 389. Life and work aboard the Ark has been exciting, for good and for ill. As a positive, we acquired one of the legendary Chaos Emeralds for our research. They said to hold unlimited power. Our partner's tests suggest some effect on space-time, bending reality to one's will. Imagine the possibilities. Sadly, gun is doing that, but all the wrong ways. The science for weapons research is becoming increasingly overt and discreetly private. I used my clout to get a direct line to the president and asked him to interfere. He said he would, but he only asked me for something equally obscene. He wants me to discover a means to immortality. I aim to improve life, not pervert it. Everything gives way to entropy. The concept is laughable, intangible as a shadow. I refuse him outright. In retrospect, perhaps I could have been more diplomatic about it. I find myself on the edge. Politics aside, I'm told Maria is sick with no clear diagnosis. I wish I could look into it myself, but I needed aboard the Ark. Hopefully, this will pass and she will recover soon. She is too pressed to be left to suffer. The all-powerful Ifrit. The Ifrit held the power to bind one's soul. The Ifrit destroyed the entire... I have uncovered the most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered by my son, who became quite the archaeologist. I believe it to some sort of puppet or robot made by ancient people. At first, I didn't think anything of it. But when I was experimenting on the Chaos Emerald, it began to move. This sets the possibility that even the ancient civilization could harness the power of the Chaos Emerald. When I was researching various papers related to the Chaos Emeralds of this robot, I discovered there was a possibility that this robot was something incredible. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this robot may be the cause of destruction of the fourth great civilization. I'm not sure I believe it just yet though. Entry 407. I am no longer able to ignore the possibility that this robot did in fact destroy the fourth great civilization. I've discovered a stone tablet that explains as much. According to the tablet, when the figure falls from the heavens and the stone of the gods is joined, all that exists will become one again. Though it's difficult to believe, this robot has been watching my movements and mimicking all that I do. I was amazed by the eye scans of this being. Whams and whams of data scrolled and caused my most powerful computer to crash. More intriguing was that the data was all about melee combat and weapons of that age. Eventually, if this being was ever restored to its former state, it will put all that data to use. and recreate all the weaponry and combat abilities that once had. And that's not all. If my guesses are correct, it will also have the ability to absorb modern weaponry as well. What have I done? I've uncovered a terrible weapon. Entry 428. It's been a trying time to say the least. Maria was diagnosed with neuroimmune deficiency syndrome. There's no cure yet. I pulled some strings and had her brought upon the ark for treatment and assessment. Low gravity environment should help keep her symptoms manageable. Her family has been less than enthusiastic with my decision. Despite everything, she remains the most positive person in the world. Most of the staff here left her families back on the earth, so I worry she feel lonely. Instead, she's become the adopted daughter of every researcher on the Ark. Moreover, she's become like a big sister to little Abraham, the Ark's happy little accident over the past few years. The presidents keep pointing with his request to unlock the mysteries of life. Plus, with this funding and crowd, I find means to cure Maria while chasing that shadow. Entry 515. Gunn has dropped all pretense and is demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. I promised President I began work on Project Circle, but he can't even get them to back down. It appears I have a gun to my head on the matter. Years ago, I discovered records of an ancient god of destruction called Chaos. It was said to command the fury and force of the ocean, or something to that effect. I began developing a basic AI-driven apparatus that can generate cohesion in water and produce control signals for basic actions. I chose the top brass. These can turn any body of water into an autonomous weapon. Deep down, I'm hoping it can be easily deployed search and rescue units. Imagine a fort turned back on itself into those in the rubble. Entry 530. Research into Project Shadow in full swing. The first desk has been working how to siphon chaos and mold energy and apply it to living tissue. I developed the chaos drive. Direct application seems too harsh. Any organism that could directly interface with the emeralds would be fearsome indeed. The initial tests were promising, so we're now moving on to the next stage of trials. I will be using salamanders for their regenerative abilities and mantra science. We'll begin applying chaos drives to the test subject and see how its vitals respond. And to keep Gunn from breathing down my neck, I'm supplying them with chaos drives as batteries for the mechanized division. I love powering the engines of war, but sacrifices have to be made if I'm to save Maria. I'll figure something out in one while. I'm a genius, after all. Entry 568. Project Shadow has reached an impasse. The subject exhibits accelerated cellular growth to the point it cannot support its own biological systems. I developed an external life support system to compensate, but it will need to be upgraded and redesigned as the subject continues to grow. The flame flashes and roars, it's uncontrollable. Furthermore, it's generating unexplained and energetic reactions. Is this the expression of the emerald's power? Can a living thing produce such energy? Can it be controlled? There are too many questions, and unfortunately, the answers lie in this bio lizard's life. I will keep her alive as comfortable as I can until I have all the answers I need. I found a region in the ark that should be able to safely house it while it's continue our experiment. Uh, I'm not sure what I'll tell Maria. I do not want to lie to her, but I think the truth is too cruel. Entry 558. Maria is growing into a lovely young woman. It breaks my heart that someone bright and energetic as her is diminished by disease. There are no visual effects, and I cause my fellow researchers much into each other, doubting her inner illness. It is infuriating. I find my reason and restraint vanishes when she is slighted. And yet she remains an unending font of positivity, even on her worst day. When the fear and the pain take hold, she leaves the doors for the day when she can return home. She has total faith in me, and that Project Shadow will cure her. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long. Some researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither! Somehow their score is harsher than the government or the military, increasing pressure for more new weapons research. I'm a genius! I have to figure this out! Entry 616. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm a desperate man. The Black Comet returned to Earth. I was 50 years older. I have no idea it actually harbored black arms. Aboard it was Black Doom. Somehow he knew about the Chaos Emeralds. And seeing impressed with my work, he offered me a false deal. I accepted. Using his DNA, I was able to overcome every hurdle Project Shadow put before me. The small, sturdy biped I devoured can perfectly interact with chaos energy. Black Doom wanted me to crack the herald for its future invasion. Gun wants Project Shadow to generate undying shoulders for them. I will play them both for fools. Entry 620. When I launched Project Shadow, initially I named it with scorn and mockery. I was trying to grab hold of an intangible goal. Later, it sounded appropriately fearless as I was toying with the fundamentals of life itself. But then Maria looked upon the unfinished specimen and put things in a new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to find the light. In an instant, she cut all through my pessimism and doubt and filled me with hope. Shadow, as she come to call him, will not be some dark creature, but a champion of life and hope. I will not have seen if not for Maria. She is truly a miracle person who can do great and wondrous things in this world. I must save her, no matter the cost. Entry 633. I now understand why this being was named Gerald. In the ancient tongue, it means everything. According to the stone tablet, if the Gizoid establishes a link with someone, the Gizoid will swear loyalty to that person. That still lacks chaos energy, but it's still saying the word wink to me in broken tones. It went on to explain, show me your true strength, and I shall obey. I am all things, and all shall belong to me. So, as it suggested, I brought it before my collection of model guns and fired them all. Then suddenly it said, I shall follow your every command and never leave your side. And since then it refuses to listen to anyone but me. While it's still a fearsome weapon of destruction, but it remains under my control, at least it won't be used for evil. However, if someone with evil intentions ever forms a link with the Gizoids, I don't even want to think about what will happen. I must research how one can re-establish a link with the Gizoids. Entry 640. The upper echelon is going crazy. First they aim to freeze Project Shadow. Soon the ultimate light form Shadow will be completed. The application to my granddaughter is also imminent. I cannot just let them stop my study at this point, because I'm the only one that can save my granddaughter's life. Entry 642. The higher-ups are threatening to shut down this research facility. I had no choice but to hand them the Gizoid to buy them more time for my research. I tried to be careful and commanded it to never resort any dangerous technologies. However, I have heard that the other research has made the Gizoid absorb weapons. Apparently, the way to cause the Gizoid to form a new link is to show it power that surpasses that of its former master. While this poses immense danger, I cannot risk losing Maria. Entry 650. The tough bass still aren't satisfied! The Gizoid isn't big enough or flashy enough for them. Fine! I've developed a weapon I'm calling the Crisp Cannon. It attacks directly into the arc's central reactor to produce an unnatural degree of firepower. I love it! However, to use it on any target on Earth would destroy the world. They'll never be able to fire it! Check! Mate! Calm yourself, Gerald. Calm. It will, however, be the perfect tool to deal with the black arms when they will return. The crisp means shadow. This is Shadow's cannon. My gift to him in a battle he never asked for. So sorry, Shadow. Entry 651. Maria doesn't know the full scope what Shadows has been designed for, but she understands he'll be under tremendous strain. She helps decastrate a normal accessory that will help focus his power and aid his mobility. I'm also researching chaos control to see if I gain an understanding of it before Shadow awakens. The power to stop time and space is incredible, and I don't want him to try and learn the intricacies on his own. Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. Large issues of name. Black Doom, the President, the Ark, my family. I agree there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a devices issue. I'm running out of time. Entry 670. It's been a whirlwind of events late. Project Shadow is complete, and Shadow has awakened. I pre-programmed a great deal of data into his mind, but his ability to pass that prior to the situation is remarkable. All his vitals are strong, and there seems to be no signs of instability or mutation. He stands in stark contrast to the monster we have sealed below decks. But all the success of the physical and mental powers comes second to his research Maria. I had hoped they'd get along, but it's far better than that. She is his guide to the world, and he is her stalwart companion. Never have we seen such a mutual friendship and trust between the two beings. It's really moved. They remind me why I've been working so hard. They bring me home. My son and Maria's parents has been blessed with another little girl, and she has none of the genetic markers linked to Maria's condition. While this was welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. I must free Maria. I must get my family back. Shadow, you are the key to it all. Entry 670? 706? 890? Damn it all! My worst fears have come true. The Gizzard has absorbed enough weaponry and technology that is starting to go out of control. The resulting rampage led to the destruction of most of the Ark. At the sites of the Western Stone Tavern, it says when the Gizzard learned all that it could, it became a god of wrath and all was destroyed. The Witches managed to do the Gizzard and seal it away. Luckily, it only had one Chaos Emerald in store. If it were to have all 7 Chaos Emeralds in store, it might destroy the whole planet. The Gizzard is too much of a liability. I tried destroying the core, but nothing I did worked. I understand too little of the technology that built him. My best hope is to try and reprogram its AI into a free will, emotion-based AI. Entry. I lost track of the base. Not very scientific of me. I'm trained. Something has to give. The Gizzard's rampage called the artificial chaos to behavioral activity. I attempt to regain network control by varying the polarity of it. So instead, they became violent. Shadow raced across the Ark, pacifying them quite expertly. But the damage is done. SOS was sent to Earth automatically. I dread the indigenous reprimanding I have to endure next. A heritage of the past I dug out. Gizzard, and the ultimate life form I created by my own hand. Shadow. I create both weapons with a heart. If all powers are not what is to be attained for oneself, but what is to be born from hearts that yearn for someone, I believe all conflict should cease to exist. Please, does anyone listen to my prayers? Bring hope to humanity.
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge once all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No! Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting
once all
worse.
this-
Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else...
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive.
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
What went wrong? Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind. But then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I've been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, hope you all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down on the premise that there had been an accident. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought she died because of my research. I lost everything! I had nothing more to live for! I went insane! All I could think about was to avenge her! Somehow, someway! I got scared as I was no longer able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was what I wanted it all to end. Based on my original projections, I was able to keep my Project Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it to the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction.
With destruction? Oh, so that's why you released Shadow from the base.
The core of the Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with Earth, it will shatter it in pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist!
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now!
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
That's right. If I use this, I just might be able to stop the Chaos Emerald.
The reaction of the Chaos Emeralds is moving toward the cannon's core. It may be too late.
There still may be some time left. If we pull together, we might be able to get to the shortcut that leads to the core.
No worries. Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Then, let's get to work!
Damn it! None of this makes sense. I don't even want to read the scattered mind of a genius turned mad by the death of its own daughter. Damn military. Good thing I was able to reveal some of redacted information, but still. This channel is like a minefield. throw it away and keep reading the past. Evil? You alright? Elliot? You seem a little stretched out. It's nothing. Here. You can't help this. I'd rather not read it anymore. Right? Journal or Gerald with bookmark? Huh. Neat. I'm gonna hang this on the wall and be like, hey guys, look what I have. I have the ultimate power. I can summon Shadow at will. And Shadow's all anyway. It's definitely funny.